What up, gang of Line Carolina? Jackpot time, chickadee checking in. It's Monday evening, and well, it appears as though, don't know that it's been officially announced that the Gamecocks have got their man, got the man with the plan to run this basketball program and take us through 2022 and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Lamont Paris, Coach Paris, from University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, most recently. Over there, coached the Snake. If you don't know why I call it that, the UT Chattanooga is called the Moccasins. So, Kentucky played them in football this past year, and I almost lost to them. And so I started making fun. I'm like, how the hell you almost lose to a snake in football? And I know the moccasins is not, it's just the snake. It's not the water moccasin. It has something to do with, Indian lineage, I do believe. And, but the mascot is actually, at one time it was like a bird riding a choo-choo train. It was like an eagle on a choo-choo train. So, however that equates to mocks, I don't know. I get the choo-choo train, Chattanooga, all that good stuff. Anyway, that's not either here nor there. This Mr. Paris comes to South Kakalaki from UTC, who's the only place he's been a head coach at. And he comes in with an 80-70 overall record as a head coach. That's good for a .544 or a .554 winning percentage. I'm not sure. It's somewhere there with a couple of fives and a couple of fours in it. That's not real good. It's not real good. It's 80-70, but you got to look on the flip side. This team, he took over in 2017. Team wasn't very good when he took them over. His first 2 years were shitty, as is often the case in college basketball or football or baseball or anybody who's taken over a shitty program, right? You got to right the ship. And then since then, he's had 3 winning seasons in a row. This year culminating at a 27-7 mark. Won the Southern Conference tournament, right? And the Southern Conference's automatic bid to the big dance to March Madness. Lost by a point to Big Ten powerhouse Illinois in the opening round game there. I think it was they were a 13 seed maybe, or 14 seed. I'm not sure, but anyway, at any rate, he's had some success. Has years, almost 20 years, right at it, of experience as an assistant coach. He played at the College of Worcester in Ohio, College of Worcester. So anyone who comes from Worcester has got to be educated, right? It's not Lamont, it's Lamont Paris. Anyway, coached at Wisconsin for 6-7 years as an assistant on successful teams there. So this is a wait and see type thing. I mean, there's going to be a lot of Gamecock fan out there that's going to disparage that hire, and I've seen it already. I mean, they're on the message boards. I mean, some of these fuckers are damn livid. One of them, he says he's not renewing his season tickets because of it. Well, you know what? Cry me a fucking river, okay? I'm sure the place will get along just well without you and your damn season tickets, okay? Just, go suck on a fat one. Nobody gives a shit what you think. Give the damn guy a chance. I mean, that's all you can do is give the guy a chance. It's like I told you, the program had gotten stale. It had gotten stale under Frank Martin. It was predictable. You went out, you got the same old thing night after night. You just did. I mean, it was just a brand of basketball I didn't like to watch. It wasn't fun to watch anymore. They couldn't hit free throws. Very bad shooting teams for the most part, and lots of times when they would get ahead, it seemed like you'd see a lackadaisical effort from this bunch. And in that game against Mississippi State in the tournament, by about 10 minutes left in that game, when they got down by 10, it was as if they didn't even care. They didn't give a shit. They were ready to go home. They were ready to phone it in and head to the house. Okay, and that's when I was done with him right there, right then and there. I mean, I had been done with him for a while, but it was official there. I was like, man, this guy don't want to be here anymore. These players don't want to play for him. You know, so everybody's like, well, we're gonna get this 5-star, this Jermaine Jackson or whatever his name is, from right there in Columbia, who it's like he's not a 5-star, he's like a 12 fucking star. Never seen a player like him in the state of South Carolina. Newsflash, McFly. These basketball players from the state of South Carolina, he never stayed home to play. And he ain't going to neither. It wouldn't have mattered if you'd have kept Stank or not. Jermaine Jackson would have went to North Carolina or somewhere like that, or Kentucky or somewhere. He's going to be a one and done anyway. You're going to be a one and done anyway. You don't build your program around one and dones. You build it around people who are going to offer stability. This guy, I think, will hit the transfer portal, and I think he's going to be a good recruiter. And the other thing I like about him is he's not long in the tooth, but he's a little bit older. He's a little bit like Carolina Jackpot. He's in his 40s. I think he's the same age as I am. So he's been around for a while. Just because he ain't been a head coach for that many years doesn't mean that he doesn't have experience. His 544 record at Tennessee Chattanooga, guess what? That's about the same percentage that Frank Martin had at South Carolina. It is. So, a lot of people don't want to face. They'll say, well, if we want to hire this fucker, I'd rather just kept Frank. Why? Just because you could have kept spinning your wheels for years and years and had the same old result? Waited 10 years and look back and your team's been to one more NCAA tournament, because that's what we've been to, one in the past 10 years. That's unacceptable. It really is. Give the guy a chance to build it. The only thing I don't like is this athletic department. This Ray Tanner and this board of trustees and these straws that stir the damn drink down there, not being able to zero in and get their top choice. They can never get their top choice. And I don't know what the Sean Miller deal was. I don't know what he was officially offered. I heard it was some people say it was in the neighborhood of $1 to $3 million more than he was getting offered by Xavier. I'm not sure. I don't know. But anybody would have to be a clown, you would think, to turn down that kind of money. But maybe it's not all about money. Rumors are his wife wanted to be back in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. She's Catholic faith. That's a strong Catholic area. And obviously she's carrying Sean's balls around in her coach purse. So she got her way. Or either it's that, or you know what? Maybe it's just that they realize that Ray Tanner's a buffoon and didn't want to work under him. I mean, you can't fault him for that. I mean, Will Muschamp he hired him and he fucked up and got fired. He fired his best friend, Chad Holbrook, and now he's went and fired Frank Martin. Now, I'm not saying that these people didn't deserve to be let go, but it's not a great track record. It's not a good look from the outside looking in, and all this has happened since 2017 or possibly 2018. So, yeah, 2018. All that's happened since we fired all those folks. Those are three major positions that have come open. Football, basketball, and baseball all have gotten fired within the span of 4 years, folks. That ain't good. And it doesn't make your job look that attractive. There's this thing about this little coach at Furman. These Clemson fans, these idiots are over here beating their chest on Twitter and laughing on Facebook about the Furman coach turns you down. Yes, he took his name out of the search. I happen to believe he took himself out of the search because he realized that either A, he wasn't going to be able to do this job, or B, that they didn't want him. I think it's probably the latter, B, that they probably didn't want him, and he realized that. So he removed himself from the search and told everybody that he was staying at Furman because he had unfinished business there, and he loved his players and blah, blah, blah. He was trying to save face because he got rejected. I mean, that happens. That happens to people. I mean, it's hurtful to not get a job, especially when it was a job that you wanted. So he tried to turn around and save face. And I'm not calling the Furman coach a liar, but he had to say something to make himself out to not look like he was less than desirable. So I get it. But we have our man, Lamont Paris, new head coach at the University of South Carolina. And hey, I'm going to support him. I'm going to be all in. Another thing, these idiots from Clemson. Here's another thing. They're sitting here flapping their yap about us letting our head coach go and laughing about who turns the job down and laughing about this, that, and the other. By the way, the other one, the Matt McMahon, that was also a target. I'm not sure if he's related to Vince McMahon or not. This guy decides that he wants to go to LSU over South Carolina. Are you smoking crack? You're going to be on probation for God knows how long. Not going to be able to go to the tournament for probably a couple years. So, I really don't get that. But, it is what it is. If that's where you want to be, that's where you want to be. You'll go down there, and them coaches down there, they don't have a real successful track record either. After Dale Brown left, the ones that followed in his footsteps really haven't been worth a damn. The last one just got fired. So, good luck to you down in Cajun country, Vince McMahon Jr. That's my only thing. This athletic department never does seem to be able to get the guy that they're targeting, the guy. And I'm not sure if that's just a reflection on Ray Tanner himself, the hiring process, or the school as a whole, the perception of it. I'm not really sure. One thing I know for sure, it's not the city of Columbia, South Carolina. Place is beautiful. Is absolutely gorgeous, kind of subtropical, and is the pearl in the middle of the oyster. That's the state of South Carolina. But that's about all I got to say about it, guy and gals. I'm looking forward to football season. Obviously, spring practice is going on right now. Looking to see where that goes. Looking to see what the recruiting class does. Looking to see how this 2023 recruiting class starts shaping up. And it's that. It's go Coach Paris. I'm looking forward to getting to know you and getting to pull for your teams, and probably looking forward to your teams pissing me off, and looking forward probably in due time to me making a video calling for your head on a silver platter, because that's just the way I do things around here. But seriously, guys, support him because that's all you can do at this point. Go Gamecocks, go Coach Paris, go Coach Shane Beamer. And I'll see y'all later. Appreciate it. Peace. I'm out. Go Cock. Woo!